How did this LinkedIn journey actually started? What was the first post that you just started?
So I got my first internship as a content writer back in 2020, and that's when I discovered about LinkedIn.
What would you suggest to a fresher?
More than 60% of people still don't understand LinkedIn.
Right.
It's not as easy as Instagram that you are just scrolling and enjoying. These days, even recruiters check your LinkedIn before they check your CV, and that's the truth.
What are the common mistakes that you have seen or you feel like you would suggest कि ये नहीं करना है?
Don't follow the trend. Don't follow what everybody else is doing. You have to find and figure out your unique selling point and try to leverage that.
What are the tips and tricks that you would like to give it to our audience?
So if you want to get started as a content writer, don't straight up do freelancing.
One advice that is still with you. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Skillset School. I always say this is that one school that you never knew you needed. And today I actually have a person sitting in-house who will help you to, learn that one skill which is actually needed in today's world. I feel like this is that one skill that we really cannot even miss out. She is a personal branding coach. She writes content as well. She is a copywriter expert as well. Then if I had to add a big picture to her name, she is into LinkedIn strategy as well. You can call her a LinkedIn strategist as well. And she's none other than Shambhavi with us. Welcome. I welcome you to the stage and everything. How are you? How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming. Actually, we're really grateful because there's so much to learn from you. There's so much on your profile which I actually wanted to break down into small bits. Ki kaise? How did all of this started? Who are you actually?
No, it's a pleasure being here, and thank you so much for having me. I've seen your work and I was so impressed, and I was looking forward to this day.
Thank you so much. It's actually both the ways, now it's mutual. So
Amazing.
Moving ahead with your journey, let's just start, because I say you are a LinkedIn strategist, you are into LinkedIn, you've grown your LinkedIn as well. I saw this recent podcast that you've done, growing LinkedIn in 30 days and all of that. So what was your LinkedIn post and how did this LinkedIn journey actually started? What was the first post that you just started?
Interesting. Like the first post, okay, this hits nostalgia. So it started back in 2020 during the lockdown period. So I always was very keen for reading and researching. I'm a BCom graduate, by the way. I don't have a background in writing, or I have not done any courses in writing or marketing as such. So I was into my college, and then the lockdown thing happened, and I was very curious to learn something and at the same time get into the professional world. So I got my first internship as a content writer back in 2020, and that's when I discovered about LinkedIn.
Okay.
And during that time, there was nothing as like the creator mode. Like right now, you have a creator mode on LinkedIn that people have started creating content and stuff like that. But back then, nothing of that sort existed. But there was some people who were talking about their journey. So when I was doing that particular content writing internship, I used to write blogs for the company. And सबसे best बात ये थी कि वो blogs मेरे नाम से publish होते थे. Like मेरा नाम होता था नीचे, so it was very fascinating for me कि this is my first internship and I'm writing articles. And तो LinkedIn पे मैंने क्या करना start किया? I used to post those blog links on LinkedIn and added a blurb about it. कि for example, if I've written a blog on entrepreneurship, तो उसका एक context में as a caption लिखती थी ना, I used to attach the link of it. That's how I started, and I remember my first post was actually a blog post only. मैं promote ही कर रही थी अपना blog, and I never thought that a lot of people would actually see it. But I started getting quite a lot of DMs, people saying that, okay, there are many writers, but not everybody is building in public.
Right.
Building in public as in, documenting their journey on LinkedIn.
Right.
So that's how it started, and I've been on the platform till now.
All right, and here it is. Here how beautifully everything have turned out. So I believe, one thing that I take away from this is, follow your heart, do whatever you feel like, try everything possible. You never know. You actually never know where your calling is. And
True.
certainly, you'll get on track. So now let's say somebody who is joining into this, LinkedIn world, or who's entering into this professional world, what would you suggest to a fresher? How LinkedIn has been for a fresher, because I feel like that's the stage where a lot of opportunities are there, but they don't know how to actually use LinkedIn. So, like, what's that? How do you get that?
I agree. See, I've also worked in corporate, okay, and I keep meeting a lot of working professionals. And let me tell you, more than 60% of people still don't understand LinkedIn.
Right.
And they don't even know that there is something like LinkedIn content creation and building a personal brand.
Exactly.
So, I just want to say that it doesn't matter you're a founder, a coach, a consultant, or a working professional, or just a newbie. LinkedIn is a platform that has millions and millions of working professionals, right? Everybody from a CEO to an HR to everybody is sitting on the platform.
Right.
So I think it's the bare minimum for you to at least make a profile on the platform. And I understand that it's not as easy as Instagram, that you are just scrolling and enjoying. It's a professional platform. People are there to build a network.
Right.
So if you are just starting out, I would recommend that firstly, create a profile. That's like a mandate thing. And by creating a profile, I don't mean just having an inactive account. Okay, stay on the profile, like at least browse LinkedIn for 30 days every single day and optimize your profile. Like there should be a professional DP, there should be a professional headline, a banner, a proper about section. Your experience section should be properly descriptive and optimized. Because these days, like I also recently posted a reel जिसमें मैंने mention करा था that these days even recruiters check your LinkedIn before they check your CV, and that's the truth.
Right.
Because CV में whatever you are writing, nobody knows कि वो कितना सच है.
सच है.
You can mention, oh, I have great communication and writing skills, but how would I know, right?
Right.
So when you post content around your expertise on LinkedIn, create a personal brand, it gives a narrative to the recruiter that, okay, this person is taking an extra mile to upskill and create like a persona on LinkedIn that ठीक है, whatever I do professionally, I'm documenting my journey on LinkedIn as well. कि अगर मैं एक writer हूँ तो I just don't put it on my CV. अगर कोई मेरा LinkedIn भी देखता है तो they'll figure it out that okay, she is good at writing because I post every day.
Right. So,
So,
that
yeah.
authenticity is being built over, LinkedIn.
Credibility and authenticity both. Yeah.
Definitely. All right. So, let's say, as you said, be it coaches, be it, somebody who's a newbie, be it somebody who's joining into as a fresher. So, I feel like you said, everybody should be there on LinkedIn. Minimum 30, days at least, browse LinkedIn, see
Correct.
what it is. So, is it fine if we don't post something recently and we just, try and engage with the comments, or maybe we just like some post? Like, how should a person start? So, let's say they made their profile and everything. Now, what's the next step?
Okay, so this is like 3-step framework that I suggest to everybody who's starting out. First of all, as I mentioned, create a profile and try to optimize it. And I don't mean like great optimization in terms of visual branding. Initially, obviously, अब आप इतना नहीं कर सकते कि आपकी बहुत ही सुंदर सा बैनर है, सब कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा, like basic optimization. You should mention the right kind of keywords. You should mention how you are able to help people and what impact you are creating. If you are a graphic designer, then put a lot of your work portfolio, right? In terms of carousels, infographics or what. But चलो वो तो बात की बात है. Initially अगर मैं बात करूँ, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एटलीस्ट टेक 2 to 3 वीक्स टू कंसिडर कंपेटिटर एनालिसिस. आपकी इंडस्ट्री में आप फिगर आउट करो कौन से 7-8 टॉप के इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स हैं हु आर क्रिएटिंग कंटेंट. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ आई एम अ कॉपीराइटर, आई फाइंड एटलीस्ट 5 such profiles who are into copywriting for the last 10 years, are creating content on LinkedIn and are successful in creating content. So I'll at least spend 2 weeks just to analyze what they are doing on the platform, what sort of content they are posting, at what time they are posting, and what are the content pillars they are using. Is it a storytelling post? Is it a value adding content? Is it just a video post? Like what kind of posts they are making? I'll do the competitor analysis, and based on that I will figure out my own content pillars. कि मेरा USP क्या है? What is my unique selling proposition? And after that I'll make my first post. Or people have created this haphazard about consistency, posting every day. that's just not required, especially when you are starting out.
Yeah.
क्योंकि अभी आपके पास वैल्यू शेयर करने को है, बट अगर आप रोज एक पोस्ट डालोगे, there will be a time you will run out of content
Yeah.
ideas. So understand your pillars, do the competitor analysis, and then aim for posting maybe once or twice a week, and that's more than enough as a fresher. And do this for at least 2 to 3 months. Once you get a gig of it, once you understand कि ठीक है, this is how LinkedIn works, people have started liking my post, I'm receiving comments, I'm receiving DMs, then you can aim for like 3 to 4 posts a week.
So, I feel like this is so much relatable to a person who's just starting off,
Hanji.
they'll actually understand. But let's say somebody who's already on LinkedIn, what are the common mistakes that you have seen or you feel like you would suggest कि ये नहीं करना है? अब तुमने बात कर ली कि start कैसे करना है,
Right.
but क्या नहीं करना है, whenever something, when you're starting out और आपको नहीं समझ आ रहा, or maybe you are just not posting content about yourself, something of that sort.
Right. भेड़ चाल में नहीं जाना है. Don't follow the trend. Don't follow what everybody else is doing. ठीक है. A lot of people are posting fake stories just for the likes. अभी मैंने recently I also made a reel on top red flags in a LinkedIn post. जिसमें पहला red flag था people who talk a lot about numbers without any social proof. Like if there is an agency owner, they are mentioning I make 8 figures a month, but there is no social proof. They have not backed it up with data. So how would I believe that you are making 8 figures a month? Second big red flag is that there was a phase on LinkedIn जहाँ पे everybody was bitching about their managers.
Okay.
हाँ, they were talking about कि how toxic my 9 to 5 job is, how toxic corporate in general is, because उनको लगा this is very relatable. Everybody is up in their jobs, तो अगर हम इसको post करेंगे तो I'll get a lot of reach. That was a big like red flag. And the third red flag is when you like completely copy paste from ChatGPT without changing a single word, including lots and lots of emojis to it, because ChatGPT is now of course very saturated and everybody is generating content through AI, so you won't find your unique voice.
Yeah.
So these are the mistakes you should never make. Don't follow the trends. Don't just see कि बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं. Find your own journey. Find your own unique voice कि मैं क्या value add कर सकती हूँ. Like there are a lot of writers who don't create video content, and to be honest it's not necessary also.
Right.
आप writer हो, हमें आपकी writing के basis पे आपको judge करना है. But it's my USP that I like creating educational content and I like creating videos.
Yeah.
So I am doing that. So you have to find and figure out your unique selling point and try to leverage that. And don't follow what everybody else is doing. Taking inspiration is fine, but just thinking कि ठीक है एक XYZ person की so and so post viral हुई, so I'll just copy paste the same thing and just post it out. That's not gonna work in the long run.
I completely agree to that. Also, I have this thing, people say not write long post, do not write short post. Nowadays, every LinkedIn post has pictures and you won't believe like the pictures are not even relatable to what they're writing. Like they're completely different pictures, trips pictures. It's like more like an Instagram thing when Instagram actually started, It was all about pictures and all of that. So like, what's your take on that?
See, it all started because जब creator economy को बहुत ज़्यादा boost करने लगे लोग LinkedIn पे, then people thought that what is the best thing to get reach. तो अभी लोगों को ये लगा कि ठीक है, if I'm just posting content in the form of written text, maybe people won't read it क्योंकि ऐसे 100 post मेरी feed में आते हैं. But if I'm putting a picture which is sort of relatable and sort of also not relatable, people might at least look at the picture and hit a like button, even if they are not reading the caption. That is how this entire thing started. But then it came to a point where people are not even putting efforts to draft a good post. Now they just think ki we'll just put an image, be it working in a cafe, traveling, having a gala time at home, we'll just click a picture and put a random caption to it. That is wrong. It's fine if you are using your image from your vacation. That's completely fine, but you should add value through your text also. That's very important. And at the same time, don't make it a habit that if you're posting 3 times a week, you don't have to post all the image posts. Like you can make it like maybe in the ratio 3:10.
Hmm.
3 posts can be image posts, rest can be other formats.
Mhm.
So keep a mix of things. Don't just follow the same thing again and again. After a point, it's not going to work.
Oh, all right. So, if I talk about people, those who want to generate leads, let's say
Huh.
LinkedIn, we consider LinkedIn as a professional platform of meeting,
Correct.
people, HR professionals and all that. People have also started, these coaches have also started getting leads on, LinkedIn, and I never thought we could use LinkedIn as leads. So,
Leads, yeah.
like how is that happening?
See, उसके 3 तरीके हैं. Of course, first is by building your personal brand and getting inbound leads. Because once you have a personality on LinkedIn, people start recognizing you. Automatically you'll get leads. For
Yeah.
example, if you're working with 2 clients, you were able to deliver what you promised, they are going to refer to 10 other
10
people,
other.
and that's how you build the business. That's one thing. Secondly, it's of course outreach. There are multiple tools that can help you do lead generation and outreach. There is Apollo. It's like a paid tool. There is a LinkedIn's tool, Sales Navigator. You can, these are all paid tools, by the way. You can take the subscription. That can help you figure out your target audience. That can help you in bulk messaging, bulk emailing. And then of course you have to get on the discovery call, and then it's all about your sales techniques, how you convert the client. But lead generation part has become easier through the tools.
Okay.
Yeah. And the third thing is that there is, if you have LinkedIn Premium, there is this particular section on LinkedIn called as the service page.
Okay.
A lot of people ignore this, but trust me, it's a gold mine. If you have LinkedIn Premium, optimize your service page really well. Put all the testimonials, put all your client portfolio. I have literally uploaded my pitch deck on service page.
Okay.
Not the entire pitch deck, but a lot of those slides. So because whenever somebody is searching, for example, my keyword is I am a LinkedIn personal branding strategist.
Yeah.
If somebody is searching that on LinkedIn, possibilities कि मेरी profile के पहले मेरा service page pop up होगा.
Okay.
And this happens for a lot of professionals. लोगों को लगता है that people are only searching for profiles, but that's not the case. A lot of times your service page pops first. So they are clicking on your service page. तो अगर उसको खोलने पे if I find no description, if I find nothing, definitely I'll exit your page.
Right.
But if I am clicking on your service page, it is optimized well. There are images, there are testimonials. I'll be convinced enough to at least drop you a DM.
Right.
So
Right.
get LinkedIn Premium, guys. Make that investment. It's worth investing every single penny, and put in the effort to optimize your service page.
All right. So now that we've talked about tips, tools, and I am pretty much sure that she knows a little more about it. So I want to dig in a little deeper.
Sure.
Because, I feel like every domain has their own hacks. When I talk about
Huh.
freshers, they are looking for jobs. So, there
Correct.
are jobs icon over there. That is how you find jobs. And I've also recently seen your reel. Like, you posted something really relatable to that.
Yeah.
And you suggested us, that suggested browser that is happening through LinkedIn Premium. So, like, what are the tips and tricks that you would like to give it to our audience?
Sure. अगर आप fresher हो and your entire goal is to get shortlisted and get seen by the recruiters from your dream company, then of course you have to make sure that your LinkedIn profile stands out. Because there are thousands of applicants, everybody is clicking on that easy apply button, and that does not work anymore. So try to reach out to the HR personally. Figure out the HR or the recruiter of the company, and don't directly sell or pitch yourself.
Okay.
That's not going to work, because everybody is pitching the HRs, right? And even I do it with my clients. It's just a hack, I'm telling you. Paid consultation for free. Whenever I want to work with an ex founder, I will never DM them saying that, hey, I love your work and I feel that you should hire me or whatever. I can help you with your LinkedIn goods. I'd never do that. I do indirect marketing.
Okay.
I go to their LinkedIn. I send them a connection request without a note.
Okay.
There is no personal invite, just a normal connection request, and I make sure that at least for 5 days I'm engaging with their content, so that my profile pops up in their feed at least 2 to 3 times a day. तो उनको recall होगा कि I have seen this girl somewhere, and then they see me in their friend like the connection request. So they'll accept it. Now I will initiate the conversation by saying that, hey, I saw your recent post, love your podcast. Or if they have been into TEDx, I say that, oh, I saw your TEDx talk and I really resonated with this specific line. So I'm just making a connection right here. I'm not making him my client. I'm just building a network. I'm just trying to build friendship. I'm just trying to have a meaningful conversation. And probably after speaking to him for 4-5 days, then I'll slowly tell him that, hey, I think that this particular post is great, but I can make it 10x better. If you want, I can give you a trial. Something like that. So if you are a fresher, don't reach out to the HRs by saying that, I'm the perfect candidate, please hire me. Just reach out to them, build the connection, and make sure that your LinkedIn profile, you're posting something every day. Taki if the recruiter lands to your LinkedIn profile, they'll see that, okay, this person is capable enough. They are making an effort to build a personal brand. तो अगर कोई इतना एफर्ट डाल रहा है LinkedIn पे, तो of course if we hire this person, it's going to be a valuable asset.
Right.
So these are like small tips and tricks. You don't have to sound salesy all the time. Sometimes indirect marketing is a genius move.
That works. That's like magic at times.
Yeah.
I am so glad we're getting these paid consulting tips though.
Anytime.
But apart that, this is something very personal that I just want to ask, because you're
Sure.
a BCom graduate and all of
Right.
that started as a journey. So have you tried entering corporate or something and then shifted to LinkedIn? Like, how is this? You as a freelancer now and all of that?
I'll walk you through my journey. As I mentioned, I started as a content writer, and it was during the lockdown, so of course it was all virtual.
Okay.
I was not like doing an in-office job, but I did plan to do corporate job क्योंकि मुझे ये चीज़ बहुत clear थी. I want to understand how 9 to 5 works. I want to get into corporate. I want to understand how corporate works, not just for the experience, but also for the exposure and just to live that life. And I come from a very small town, which is now, by the way, the talk of the town, Prayagraj. I am from Prayagraj, the Kumbh Nagri, and it's a very small town. Now people are recognizing it for all the good reasons, but initially लोग नहीं जानते थे, and वहाँ पे there are no work opportunities. Sadly, वहाँ पे नहीं है. Like, of course, if you build a freelancing career, work from home, then ठीक है, but in terms of corporate, there is nothing over there. So I was very clear in my head that once I complete my college, I will move out and I'll find a job. But luckily, I didn't have to find a job because my LinkedIn was good enough that people started approaching me. So I came to Noida for my first job. And then I was working as a content writer only. Then I got another job offer that was from Gurgaon. It was a Web3 company, blockchain centric startup. There also I was hired as a content writer. I worked there also. So I have decent amount of corporate experience. I won't say that I have been just being the freelancing queen since the last 5 years. No, I have done 9 to 5. I have had sleepless nights. I have had deadlines to meet. I have lived that life, and after that I decided ki I have gained experience. I have lived the corporate life, and now it's time for me to build something of my own.
Right.
And so I decided to be a solopreneur. I like calling myself a solopreneur because I am not an agency yet. Never say never. I might do that in future, in the coming months, but we are not a registered agency yet. I do have a small team, but yeah, working as a solopreneur as of now.
All right. I believe the journey has been so beautiful. So how long, like, you said 5 years it took for you to, come to this particular point. So like,
Yeah.
I want to dig in deeper to this 5-year journey also, like how did everything started, what is going on, and how all of that happened.
Sure. So as I mentioned, पहली internship थी as a content writer. I was working as a blog writer. After that, I did 2 more internships again as a content writer only, and in different niche. Like, first of all, I was working as a blog writer.
Okay.
Then I shifted to a social media content writer. I was working with this fitness company called Fitbee. They have around 150k plus followers on Instagram. They are doing some great work, by the way. And I was very passionate about health and fitness since the start. My sister is a nutritionist.
Okay.
So I always had that background. So I worked with Fitbee as a part-time content writer for 1.5 years, and it's based out of Hyderabad, but work from home tha mera. While I was working there, I was also doing a couple of freelancing projects, and I was getting all these projects through LinkedIn.
Okay.
And to be honest, उस time पे मेरा learning phase था. I was not कि मुझे एक ही जगह पे stick करना है और बस यही चीज़ करनी है. And I was not committed to any company as a full-time employee. I was working part-time only. So I thought that, okay, let's expand my horizons, explore multiple niches. So I was doing freelancing projects, and when I was working with this Web3 company, let me tell you, I've done everything related to content, from technical documentations to pitch decks to brochures to social media content, video scripts, user manuals, LinkedIn posts, like Twitter threads, everything. You say it, I have probably done it. So I was at a point कि ठीक है, now I can proudly call myself a content writer क्योंकि मैंने हर niche में काम कर लिया है. Like not just niche, every format of content I have done. So it has been a beautiful journey. Corporate is, I never bitch about corporate ever. I think I've been very grateful enough to have had that experience. So as a fresher also, if you want to get started as a content writer, don't straight up do freelancing. I would recommend you at least get 8 months to an year of experience in corporate. You will learn a lot. You will learn team building. You will learn how to work like collaboratively in projects, because you will be dealing with a lot of other people, designers, editors, managers. So you will get to learn a lot about it, and then probably you can build your freelancing career क्योंकि उसमें भी ये सारी skills काम आएंगी. Yeah, so it has been a roller coaster ride, but each month has been very fascinating. मैंने कुछ नया सीखा है, and I'm still in the learning phase.
Right.
I like calling myself a strategist and not an expert, because to be an expert you have to crack a lot of things, and I feel that there's a lot that I'm yet to learn and understand. So yeah.
I mean, I love this that she has a space of learning, because I feel,
Of
you know,
course.
always in life we have it, that
Huh.
space of learning. So we all hear about the copywriting part, LinkedIn. We also have this personal branding coach and personal branding expert, you also call that. So how
Yeah.
did that came into the picture?
Yeah, so because I was building my own personal brand and a couple of my posts got really good reach, it was reaching a lot of people, and I was a part of a lot of LinkedIn networking events, meetups, and stuff like that. So constantly I was in touch with a lot of entrepreneurs and founders, and because I had this persona that she is great at what she does, people started approaching me that ठीक है, if you have been able to build your own personal brand, you can also work for us.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was very happy with the fact that if I've been able to bring some results for myself, I can replicate the same for my clients as well. तो वो चीज़ मैं चाहती थी. I eventually wanted to transition into completely LinkedIn personal branding and not get, you know, क्या बोलूँ मैं, मुझे फंसे नहीं रहना था सिर्फ content writer loop में. I wanted to like explore something different. तो initially I managed a couple of founder profiles, and उसके बाद से, you know, I've been getting leads, a lot of leads through LinkedIn, through referrals, through other networks and contacts. So because personal branding is something which is people have started recognizing.
Yeah.
अभी पहले इतना लोग नहीं जानते थे, but now since there are so many emerging startups,
Yeah.
every startup has a founder, and people know that founder-led marketing is important. People connect with the face of the brand before they connect with the brand.
Brand
कल को if I launch any product or a service, people will only trust it because they know who Shambhavi is.
Yeah.
Right? So everybody wants to create that persona. Like there is this good skincare brand Hyphen.
Yeah.
The Kriti Sanon is the founder. There is Palmonas, Shraddha Kapoor is the founder. So people are associating the brand with the founder's face.
Yeah.
Shark Tank is the best example. All the sharks, like we have been loving boat because we love Aman. Right?
We love the faces, you know, actually before even relating to the product, we actually vibe with the person. So, you know, I feel like there's a tag I've recently read. I don't know if that is true or not. People
Yeah.
say that even if you do not have anything on your social media, or you even have a little less amount of things mentioned in your LinkedIn or social media, you still have a personal branding. Is that a case?
I mean, I need to have an example to give the answer for this. But अगर आपका कुछ भी mention नहीं है, then personal branding का मतलब क्या है? Having a brand of your own.
Right.
And how do you build that credibility? By showcasing your expertise. If you are not showcasing your expertise, why would I consider yourself as an expert or an industry expert?
Right.
So you need to put something out there in different forms. It's not necessarily that you have to show your face or put images only. Whatever works for you, do that. And I always say personal branding is not just for LinkedIn. It can be for Instagram, it can be for Twitter, YouTube, any platform that works for you. But I feel that if you're not posting anything, I don't think you can build a personal brand. Inactivity cannot bring you the audience.
Right. I completely get that. But you know, I believe there was somewhere or the other relatable to, let's say, somebody who is posting content but maybe not into an expert or a skill. Maybe I'm not sure exactly what this was or why this was hyping up, but that's okay. While coming to a wrap and while coming to all of this that we have learned, because I feel like all of this is interrelated, be it personal branding, be it LinkedIn, be it copywriting and all that.
Yeah.
Let's say somebody who is just entering into any of these domains, if you want to give like specific steps for these domains, or maybe you want to give them some tips, tricks and hacks where they can initially start with their journey. So what will be that?
ठीक है. For LinkedIn तो I think it has become very easy क्योंकि LinkedIn पे as I mentioned आप figure out करो कि आप किन को अपना mentor मानते हो. If I am into personal branding, I really like Jasmine, I really like Lara Costa. These are some of the names. They are not Indians but they have been killing it in the personal branding space. So I know who to look up to. So like this you have to figure out your mentors, not really mentors but maybe people you really admire. And now we also have paid consultation calls, right?
Definitely.
I am on Topmate. I have done I have more than 150 plus bookings. So now it's very easy to reach out to people. Everything is so accessible. If you really admire somebody's work and you feel कि this person can give me a blueprint, कि मैं एक writer हूँ, मैं किसी expert writer से one-on-one connect करना चाहती हूँ just to understand the journey and understand how I can get started, you can always have a one-on-one consultation. Of course it will be paid but it will be worth every penny because they are giving you all the hacks that probably nobody else can.
Yeah.
And if you are somebody who cannot invest money, then YouTube is there. Again, YouTube is there. Just consume as many posts as possible on LinkedIn where people are actually giving real insights, real tips. There are so many people who host webinars and workshops for free. Take out time to enroll in those workshops, understand what they are teaching. It will be very easy for you. This is for LinkedIn.
Yeah.
अगर एज अ राइटर आपको अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट करनी, लाइक फ्रॉम स्क्रैच इफ यू वांट टू स्टार्ट, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एज आई मेंशन्ड, स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग इन पब्लिक. Start writing on Quora, start writing on Blogspot, start writing on Medium, put threads on Twitter, make LinkedIn post, because you are a writer, your USP is writing. Right? तो आपको इनिशियली ज़रूरी नहीं कि क्लाइंट्स ही चाहिए पोर्टफोलियो दिखाने के लिए. You can have your own portfolio, create your own portfolio. That's how I built my personal brand. I am on every possible social media, on Instagram, Twitter, Quora, Medium, Blogspot. If you can have your own website, then great. And you can also work as a ghost writer for people. अगर आपको initially clients, you don't just focus on the money front of it, but find somebody who's looking for a writer, work there as a ghost writer. उनके लिए आप काम करो, you will get a lot of experience. Once you have a portfolio, then I would recommend that at least do a job, मतलब कुछ टाइम के लिए, just to understand how the corporate life works. Internship, job, whatever suits you. And once you're confident that okay, now I know my craft, now I've built myself as a writer, then you can make the decision कि ठीक है, now I want to get into full-time freelancing and have my own clients. That's my suggestion. I mean, that's how my journey has been like, so I can suggest that. बाकी तो I think everybody has their own perspective.
All right, that was so lovely to have you. I mean, I'll drop your links and everything below. I'll give them your LinkedIn profile, I'll give them their Instagram profile so that they can connect. But before we end, I would really like to know, because we are at Skillset School. So here we talk about skills. We've learned about all of the skills that made you who you are today.
Right.
So let's say somebody who is just initially starting off their journey into any of these fields, what are your skills that you would like to refer, that these are the non-negotiable skills that you shouldn't miss out if you want to enter this industry?
Sure. Firstly would be listening skills. A lot of people suck at it. You are attending a webinar, for example, and you are just treating it that कि मतलब बकवास चल रही है, you're not even listening a single word. How will you process the information? अगर 1 घंटे की किसी webinar या workshop में मैं कहती हूँ, अगर 40 minutes they are talking bullshit, at least 20 minutes they will be giving value.
Right.
So be a good listener and try to grab as much as you can. Develop the habit of reading. Okay, consume content as much as you can. Secondly, good communication skills. Even if you are into corporate or you are building your freelancing career, you have to deal with clients, you have to give presentations. I'm working as a salesperson also, lead person also. I'm doing everything on my own, right? So you have to develop good communication skills. If you feel that like बहुत लोगों को नहीं पता कि कैसे करे, like how to be fluent in English. Do the self talk, give a solo podcast, even if nobody is listening. Okay,
Yeah.
there's no harm, right? I have done it a lot. I have given probably 100 tech talks on my terrace. Nobody knows about it, but I've been self talking since last so many years. So that is the best hack to get good with communication. Okay, speak as much as you can, and give yourself a topic and just give a solo podcast. That will really help you increase your vocabulary. And the third skill would be soft skills. The way you present yourself, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you sit. If you are into a meeting, people are going to judge you based on your appearance and soft skills before they judge you based on your expertise, right?
Yeah.
So develop the soft skills. I know there are soft skills coach also who can help you figure things out. मेरे केस में I didn't have any mentor back then. तब टॉपमेट नहीं था, तब ये सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स नहीं थे. I was not really understanding कैसे करूँ. तो I have built everything from scratch. मैंने खुद से सीखा. But I think it's very easy for people these days. So I'll just summarize it up quickly. Number 1, be a good listener, consume content and be an avid reader. Number 2, develop good communication skills, do the self-talk, give your solo podcast, give your solo TEDx talk on terrace even if nobody is listening. And number 3, develop soft skills. Try to present yourself beautifully so that you can build that trust.
You know, I believe how beautifully she's pictured everything out for you, because see, I always say it on my podcast as well, that you know, in case if you do not know how to present yourself, how to portray yourself into the market, it's all waste, you know. Why are you even doing that? Because unless and until you don't get something out of it, your value is not even considered
True.
over anywhere. So you know, thank you so much. While coming to an end and all of that, I have so many questions and all that, and I'm sure, you know, I'm still not done. But a quick rapid fire round with you will be one advice that is still with you.
Build in public, document your journey in public.
Oh my god. Now this is something very personal. I can relate to it, being a content creator and all
Of
of
course,
that.
every creators will relate to this because the creator economy is booming because everybody is building in public.
All right. One song that is still with you.
Okay, song. जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना.
I also relate to that song. That is so nice. I mean, पुराने songs से तो कुछ ज़्यादा
I am a
ही.
90s kid by heart. I love Kishore Kumar, Mohammed Rafi, Alka Yagnik, Shreya Ghoshal.
Oh my
Big
God.
time 90s kid.
You know, people can actually relate to you a lot, I'm sure. Because we almost have like 25, 30s audience and more. So like they'll love that. All right. I think one book that, because you talked about reading books, so one book that is still with you.
So there is this book called Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi, and no matter in what industry you are in, sales is a technique that everybody should know, like how to pitch a client, how to talk to a prospect. So that book has been a gold mine. मैंने like एक word नहीं पढ़ा है, but whatever I have read in the book has been really helpful. And if you want to go into the self-help book segment, then I would recommend The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. It is again an excellent book.
Definitely
So
it
you
is.
should give it a try.
You should play with that. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. It was lovely having you with us, and I hope the audience really enjoyed it. I'm expecting to call her back, guys, because she also has a lot, you know, to do.
I will be more than happy to be here, and you have been such a warm host. Like, I really loved your company.
Thank you so much.
You have a lovely smile.
Thank you. So do you. I mean, I can't tell you, like, you know, the moment you walked up and all of that, I've seen your reels and everything. It's very pretty.
Oh, so thank you so
I
much.
have so much to talk to her about. So that's the wrap. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. You know, understand, talk about things, share if anything is there in the comment section. Do check out her profile. Reach her out. I'm pretty sure, you know, she'll be the first person to get back to you. So that's
I'll
it.
be.
Thank you.